Welcome back, my good people. So today we'll be talking about nucleic acids, our fourth and final macromolecule. We will not be spending a lot of time talking about nucleic acids as their main function and only function is in DNA and RNA. And we have a whole unit dedicated to DNA and RNA later. So we'll save most of it for when we get to DNA and RNA. But just a little background information about nucleic acids. So the structure is so the monomer is called a nucleotide, and all nucleotides share the same three parts: sugar, a nitrogen base, and then a phosphate group. All right, here's the sugar. The sugar is either going to be deoxyribose if it's DNA, and if it's RNA, it'll be ribose. So the only two sugars there. The nitrogen containing base, there's 5 different ones, and we'll cover more in the DNA and RNA unit. And then the phosphate group. So the 3 parts: phosphate group, sugar, and the nitrogen containing base. That's the parts of a nucleotide. So nucleic acids, so the function of it, again, they're only found in DNA and RNA. So that's it. The only difference between DNA and RNA is the type of sugar used. So this is DNA here. So this is what we see in DNA. It's that double helix pattern. So what you see happening is this backbone, so this gray line that kind of wraps around here, we call that the sugar phosphate backbone. So what this backbone is, if we were to zoom in real close, it's this. So all it is this sugar and these phosphate groups bonded together. So that's the backbone of our DNA and RNA, this gray line here. So the backbone is the sugar phosphates bonded together. RNA, instead of being a double helix, is just a single helix. And then pointing kind of inside, making up like the rungs of our ladder here for DNA, is the nitrogen bases. All right, DNA has 4 different nitrogen bases: cytosine, guanine, adenine, and thymine. RNA also has 4, and 3 of them are the same: cytosine, guanine, adenine, and adenine. But instead of thymine, we have uracil instead. And we'll talk more about these and DNA and how they match together when we talk about DNA and RNA. But this is the 4th macromolecule. This is what they're used for. Just wanted to give you some background information about them. That's it for DNA and RNA. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember to write them down first so you bring them with you to class so you remember them. And then I look forward to seeing you all next time in class. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.